Welcome back to Cosmic Cake 11, or should I call this the Crazy Cake Ladies, Marta?
Oh gosh, that sounds crazy. I think you should. I really do
That's what
think
I'm
so.
calling it. So tell me, Marta, what are we here to do today that's spectacular?
We are going to go way back. We're going to get a blast from the way back past. Way back.
All right, so we're talking about how far have we come. Instead of being demolished by how much we want to be different or have expanded ourselves in this now moment, we're going to look at the past and think about, look how far I've come. Look where I was and look who I am now. And Marta, what's your evidence of evolution in your own life?
In my own life. Well, for one, I don't respond or react the way that I used to back then. And that to me is a big deal because for one, if I'm not reacting, that means I've slowed down and learned to respond. That's a big deal.
I like this. And how far back are we going, Marta?
Oh, let's take that time machine way, 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 way back.
And do you by any chance have a picture that might show us how far back we're talking about?
Oh gosh.
Bring it on, ladies.
Does this answer your question?
Bring it closer.
There you go.
Tell me about that girl.
This girl, this was 11th grade Marta.
I love 11th grade Marta. What was going on in her life? What was she like?
So she was living in a uptight little suburb, trying to fit in and failing miserably. You can't tell, I don't fit into any box. I make my own.
She's pretty cool. I like her. She would have been my friend back then. Where have you gone from that girl now? I know we're talking way back, but tell me a few things.
This was way back. So the thing is, here, the confidence wasn't there to be myself. I did try to meld still. I tried to fit in. What I've learned since then is no one fits in this exact same box. We are all unique. We need to be ourselves. That is part of who I present myself. I do the things I do because it's me, nobody else. I don't want to copy anybody else. I don't want to be anybody else. I have my own stuff I'm learning. And that is what's important about being an individual, being yourself, learning because you will feel like you fit in because now I do what fits me. The things that I was doing then didn't fit the rest of the boxes and the squares, and it didn't make sense, and I sounded weird, and I had friends, but they were like, okay, she's the weird one. I had the excuse that I grew up in Europe, so that gave me some leeway, people thinking, well, she's just European. But what that actually did was give me the opportunity to understand from many different perspectives that we're not all the same. And everybody grows up with different ideas in different places and different experiences. That's what makes us unique, beneficial, and worthy of being who we are because we have learned from every single step something very important that has, for me, brought me to here. That now this little girl has turned into this incredible woman who is strong enough to deal with anything that comes her way because I've experienced all the things in between.
I like little Marta as much as I like big Marta.
Wait a minute. There's nothing. You're the tall one, I'm the short one. There's nothing big about it.
Well, I will tell you, I like little Marta. So I have something to show of how far I've come.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh, I can't wait. I want to see way back Rebecca.
And let me tell you about this girl. She was way sicker than she knew. She was struggling with her health and didn't know what was wrong with her, but yet, and she was as tall as I am now and had been since 6th grade. So she struggled with her undateability, not to mention that hair that rarely stayed in that thing. And her pale skin tells a whole story, but still she persevered and ran for student council president freshman year and won. And literally it transformed her life. It is what I am about now. It was so many lessons of leadership and wanting to forge a trail and to do better in the world and to gain the wellness aspect to get myself out of this image and into a healthier version of myself. And this girl was not well sought after in the dating world. And now people kind of do like me.
Oh, sweetheart. Yes, they do.
It's the hair.
A long way. Let's just start with the hair. The hair is magnificent now.
She was friendly and kind, and I still am friendly and kind. So to come a long way, the main issues for me back then were well-being, being confident. And confidence came from really the point, believe it or not, this girl ended up creating confidence because she said she didn't really care about anything other than the change she was going to invoke in the world. And that gave me the confidence to say it wasn't about how I looked. It wasn't that I was, almost 6 foot junior high school, and that was taller than any of the teachers in the school. It was about caring and loving, and that I have meant to magnify in the world. So there you go, friends. We are talking about the you used to be and how that led you to the you are now, and that being your focus versus all this stuff you want to create in your life that you haven't yet achieved. Look where you've been. Marta, put the picture back up.
And where you started from and where you're going, all the lessons step by step, huge. Rebecca, you've come so long, and it's so beautiful to see where you are now and the work that you do. And it's inspiring, and we all need to accredit ourselves for all the work we've done and be honored that we've taken that much care for ourselves to do that.
And look at that little girl of Marta, and coming from a background with a whole different language and culture. Look where she is now. She's wearing fruit on her head now. Those are
These happen to be flowers, which do turn into fruit. So, okay, valid.
Thank you for joining us, friends. Take your pictures out. Remember, you've come a long way, baby. See you guys soon.